Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. How are we all this evening? It's James from the Jamesover channel. How are we all feeling? It is back with the Leafgreen Nuzlocke, or as we call it on here, the life of Brian. It's Brian's life. And Brian, in the last episode, evolved into an Ivysaur. So Brian's growing up. They just grow up so fast. And we have a nice little team to follow on from the first gym. Let's get into it. Let's pull it up. So, I've all pressed that button immediately. Great start. So tonight, we have Brian at level 16. We have Alvin at level 8, sorry. He's our Pidgey. We have Abandoned at level 7, our Metapod. Monica at level 5, our Mankey. And Ratricia with Hyperfang at level 13. Now, with you a catch, we probably need to grind some of the other little fellas a little bit more. So maybe get Abandoned a few levels on, get it into a beautiful butterfly. It's probably the way to go. We'll also need Flash. There's a lot coming up, and I'm trying to not accidentally trigger rival fights, but I feel like I'm going to do it, chat. I can't remember exactly where the next one is even. But I feel like we're going to trigger it. Hello. Yes! We can move fast now. We have running shoes. Excellent. Excellent. Why did the Professor's aide bring it? Mom, what you doing with Professor Oak? Okay, let's see what the levels are here and see how dead we are. Last Janice also has a Pidgey. Okay. We might have to rely on Brian. It is the life of Brian, after all. Brian comes in and wrecks. Will that Pidgey have Peck, is a question. Oh no. I just got critted, and it's super effective. Go sleep. Brian! Make the Pidgey sleep, Brian. We have nothing that a Pidgey is weak to, which isn't ideal. How quick did that Pidgey wake up? Right, Brian. Brian, I'm not risking you at this stage. I might still need you to carry this fight. Not enjoying the sand attacks, not gonna lie. Especially when it makes me miss Hyperfang. There we go, Ratricia. Dealing the damage we require. Right. Do it again. Do it again, Ratricia. Please. Oh, 105 points, XP points, doesn't give Ratricia a lot at the minute, does it? It's okay. We can run now, so it means we can get to the grind easier. I believe in us. What are you doing? Can I have repel? Can you give me a repel, sir? Yes, no, maybe. Look, I'm so fast. Bug boy! Hey, I saw you in Viridian Forest. Okay, child. Colton. Let's attack your Caterpies to death, which are better than my Metapods. Which isn't ideal, really. Stop pressing RB. Hyperfang. I mean, Alvin would be good at this stage if we had Gust. But we do not have Gust. I'm going to disable that button, I swear to God. Don't poison me. Come on, Alvin, you can do it. I use Sand Attack to buy you some time. That's much better. Alvin getting all the XP. And there's Gust. Right, cool. Chuck another Caterpie at me. No, no. See, because now we have something that is effective to grass types and bug types. Because I got the running shoes, it's just easy to run back to the Pokemon Center and not take any chances, to be honest. Right, small boy, what Pokemon are you throwing at me? I like shorts. Okay. See, that won't have Hyperfine, but I'm not risking it. Go rat on rat. Quick attack hit. Level 8 on abandoned. Yes, we'll use Alvin for an Ekans. I mean, Ekans could be quite good with... Oh, I've just been wrapped. You better hit hard, Alvin. It's not ideal. That's actually not ideal. That's really not ideal. We might lose Alvin if we don't get out of the wrap. Just got to hope the sand attack keeps coming through for us. Oh, wrapped and poisoned. It's just not good. Right, we're free from wrap. You know what, though? I'm not having him. Alvin's getting the XP from this. Come on, Alvin. Level 10. Ooh, nearly double level. Gonna have to use the antidote on him, though. Getting back to the Pokemon Center. Right, in the options, is there a way to turn that help thing off? Yes. Wonderful. So careful with your money on a Nuzlocke. Like, antidotes will always need to keep a couple. But potions just become massive. And obviously, Pokeballs would like to keep 10 because we don't want to mess up our catch. We obviously do have our encounter on Route 3 to come. If we've got bug catchers, I should really just use Alvin straight off the bat here. Greg and Weedle. Come on, Alvin. Kill the Weedle. Right, we're going to use these bug catchers for Alvin. It's perfect for type advantage and grinding. I don't like that, though. I don't even know if Tackle will do it with all those Hardens now. I didn't even think about that. It did. We're fine. We got a crit. Alvin, you're so strong against bugs. Bird eat worm. Yeah, there should be a good couple of levels for Alvin on this route, to be honest. With the bug catchers. Maybe get towards that evolution stage. We don't even have to really to and from it if we can focus on the bug catchers here. I'll battle you with the Pokemon I just caught. Great idea, child. His name's James! Come on, James. You're letting the side down, man. Train him up. Metapod. Yeah, this was a good idea. This was the plan to get Alvin that bit better. And now he's got quick attack, which is useful. What do you have, lady? The look you gave me, it's so intriguing. Okay, Sally. Sure, Sally. Rat on rat. Jesus, that was a decent quick attack. I'm going to Hyperfang you now, though, and you're going to die. God, it's our first Nidoran encounter. This is going to be rough. Because we don't have a Psychic type. We don't have a Ground type. We're just going to have to Hyperfang it and hope for the best. That was quite efficient. Be nice to me. No, I refuse. Why is these boys obsessed with shorts? I do not wear short. Okay, that's a problem. Bird on bird? Maybe? Because it's got peck. It's got peck! Sod off. Sod off. Sod off. Oh, of course, it's got keen eye! Sugar. We're in trouble. We're actually in trouble here. I kind of hope it uses... Oh my god, Ratricia comes through. I was going to, like, risk them using a strategy move, like a stat padder next turn. That was risky, that was risky. Ratricia came through for us with a hyper fan, though. That's too dangerous, though. Too silly. Wasn't needed. Was being silly. Right, let's have a look at the Route 3 encounters. It's 35% chance of Spearow, 30% chance of Pidgey. There's a Nidoran female. We could really do if we get the Nidoran spawn. So basically, we're obviously playing with the no dupes, so we're either going to get a Spearow, a Nidoran, or a Jigglypuff. I really hope it's a Nidoran. I really hope it's a Nidoran. Like... just because it gives us something a bit different. You know? Try and put it to sleep with Brian. If it's a Spearow, though, we'll catch it. But I really hope it's not a Spearow. It's going to be a Spearow, isn't it, chat? Because it's the one we don't want. Let's do it in this grass. Here we go. Let's find out. Oh, it's Spearow. Could have been a Nidoran female. Could have been a Jigglypuff. But no. We're getting another bird. God damn it. Right, we have bird. Hmm. We shall call you Rage. Because that's all you are. You're a little bundle of rage. Right. So Spearow joins the team. Not the best. To be honest, it'll probably get replaced immediately with whatever we can get in Mount Moon. even get an animated Spearow. Why can't I get an animated Spearow? Like one of the most common Pokemon. Come on. I mean, it doesn't really matter. We're not going to use him that much. But we'll whack him on the team. So, Rage has joined the crew. And that is our first full party of 6, chat. We have Rage. We'll take it. We'll take it. And we'll move. Don't forget, if you are joining, guys, even if you're not chatting, etc., drop a like. Would appreciate it. Helps out the stream, reach more people, all that fun stuff. But, yeah, Rage. Rage is our guy. Let's get some levels on Alvin while we're here. Like, could it just not have... Because even if it gives a Pidgey, we could have had the reroll. You know? Don't take this the wrong way, but I had you on in the background while I had a migraine, and it's gone now, and I'm saying the calm playthrough of this game. Yeah, man, that's what I want this to be. I want us just to hang out, play it. I'll probably edit it down for shorts and things like that, but I thought if I'm going to play it, I might as well just stream it. How are you feeling today, mate? You all right? Why couldn't that have been? Why? Why couldn't we have just gotten it around female? God's sake, man. It'd have been so useful. A Nidoqueen. But then again, I guess if we can get a Clefairy, it makes... It won't. We're not going to get a Clefairy. We're going to get a Zubat. Let's not beat around the bush here. Alvin at level 14 there. Right. Oh, there's a new route. Another encounter. Okay. Rage might not even been bad on that. I'm alright, mate. We ended up going out for lunch at 12:30 with that mate I was talking about yesterday, but we got back at... We went shopping afterwards. We got back at like 5:30. So we ended up being a bit longer than we planned. It was a nice day. Don't peck me. I do need to get some levels on Monica. Because Monica is lagging now, actually. Hello. Eek, did you touch me? No, I didn't. I mean, Jigglypuff would actually be weak to Monica, but Monica's level 5, so we're not messing with it. Brian, assist. Go sleep. Ha! Got you before you could do that to me, Jigglypuff. I know your game. Now we will whip with vines. Level 6 on Monica there. Got a low kick. Okay, so fighting type move for Monica there, even though we do know Monica's stats aren't the best for fighting, which is very unfortunate. Level 17 on Brian. Look at him. He's growing up. Brian's growing up. I don't want this to be a Spearow. Spearows would wreck. Monica would be dead with one hit. What, one peck and gone. Right, got just enough. Hello. Any items in the rocks? Any items in the rocks? Geodude. Geodude wouldn't be too bad. Wouldn't be the worst. Yep. So, of course, because this is our Route 3 encounter, because there's no grass on Route 3, we've just bought a Magikarp. What shall we call the Magikarp? Oh, I know. I've got the perfect name. His name is Steve. Le Poisson Steve. Right, so we're not even going to get to know Rage, because Rage is going immediately. Magikarp, Magikarp, Magikarp. Magikarp. Steve is just going to constantly have some sort of episode down in the bottom left corner. Try not to focus on Steve too much, chat. Steve might give you nightmares. And obviously, as we are aware, I have just entitled us to pain, basically. Because we've now got to train up Steve. And Steve can't do anything until he's a Gyarados. Oh, yeah, Jiggly, give me a Jigglypuff now, yeah! Sick, love that. Yes, staying awake using the Vital Spirit. Now kick it in the head. You quite literally can't send me to sleep, friend. Thornberry. Jesus. Was there anything else we could do in Pewter City, is the question I ask myself on this day. Let's have a look at Gyarados, Magikarp's nature as well. Steve. Hasty. Decreases defense but increases speed, so if we make Steve a bit of a hitter, he might live. Do I need the item finder to find things up here? I probably do. I know there's usually something up here that I'll require that for. See, problem is we do have to train. We have to do the grind because it's a case of like, we get our Mount Moon encounter, obviously, but it could also be bad. I want to at least get the stragglers to level 10 if we can before we go into Mount Moon. Yeah, that will be a problem on a Nuzlocke, because I know actually I haven't researched the amount of cap you'd need, San. How many we'd actually need for... How many we can get, sorry, in total, because obviously we can only get one per route / area. And obviously we do get the exceptions, such as you can take the Eevee, because it's... Well, actually, Eevee's in the same city as the slot Pokemon, so we'd have to choose, wouldn't we? If I'm remembering right. I haven't played Leafgreen in a long time, but... Part of me is kind of like, do I just go into Mount Moon and just have a peek? Peeking. 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 Do I do the encounter? What is the potential of Mount Moon? Let's have a look. So it's most likely... a Zubat. I'm having a look now and I'm just thinking like, is it worth getting repels and moving through to an area where we've got the 6% chance of Clefairy? Because Mount Moon Basement 2, oh, that's where we are, I think. Is that the entrance? No, it's not. So the first floor, then you go down to the basement. So basement 2 is where we want to be. So technically, if we want to chance a Clefairy, which obviously gives us Clefable potential, which obviously gives us an early Psychic type moves, it might be a shout. But yeah, knowing the numbers would be good, San. San, sorry. Switch out Mankey for Steve. Sorry, Steve for Brian, even. God, it just sounds like we're building a team of accountants. Let's have a look. No, I need to go to the Pokemart. I'm in the wrong place. I don't even know if we can. Oh, we can. Oh, they're so expensive, though, and I don't know if it's worth it. Yeah, so I was looking at IGN's sort of spawn chart. Says that the first floor is pretty much you're either going to get it's a 69% chance of a Zubat, a 25% chance of a Geodude, a 5% chance of a Paras, and a 1% chance of a Clefairy. So, yeah. Whereas if you get to basement 1, it's a 100% chance of a Paras, which again we don't really need. But then basement 2, there's a 6% chance of Clefairy, and 15% chance of Paras, and 30% chance of Geodude, with a 49% chance of Zubat. I mean, we'll probably get Zubat, but can we get down to basement 2 is the question, to make it our encounter. Because I say we just steamroll it and run like the wind with Repel. We might as well try it. Because if I can get a Geodude, that's different. If I can get a Clefairy, it's different. We all know in chat that I'm going to get a Zubat. But we'll try it. Bullet Seed near here somewhere, isn't there? Again, do I need the item finder? Right. Well, I know Ash didn't really abandon him, but it felt like the name. 100 steps. Right. The question is, chat, is it left or right to the first floor? I've got to do this wisely. I've got 100 steps. I think, if I remember in my brain, it's up and right. I think it's up and right. He says. It was left. Unless that loops back. Oh, hang on. I think that's probably cheating to an extent. Not too much cheating, but a little bit. I will take on this Team Rocket guy, though. I like how you asked those Sans, because it was like, maybe there is the line where we're like, let's keep it difficult. I mean, Brian can steamroll these rockets. I should really be switching him out, to be honest. Yes, let's train Steve up. I don't know. I actually don't know. Oh no, it's basement. Yeah, this is basement 1. I have bought 3 repels for this reason. And yes, we've gone the wrong way. We have to go the other way. It's fine. I bought 3 repels for this reason. Steve is level 6. The road to Gyarados starts now. Zubats are actually a little bit of a problem for our team, I'm not going to lie. We don't really have anything that can just wipe them out. But Retrisha is the best way, because obviously it doesn't get affected by Astonish. You did, you blew it. Now give me your money. Goodbye. No, it did not. Second repel. Oh, we might be in trouble here. The problem is we've got to go all the way back. Is up there, round there? Yes, it is. Okay. I think this is potentially basement 3. Potentially. Basement 2 even. Unless... Actually, no. What did I say I needed? Basement 2nd floor. I reckon that middle section is basement 2. Because we're at... You go in, right? And you're on... What's considered... like the entrance, isn't it? Then you get to take the first ladder down. That's basement 1st. Yeah, and this second one is basement 2nd floor. So if we're looking at 2nd floor encounters, this is where we need to be, where we're battling this rocket, because this is where Zubat. Yeah, okay. So we need to finish off this Team Rocket Grunt and then just hope for the best, chat. Basically. Oh, what am I doing? That's a bad move. You know 100% we've done all this. We've spent our money on the repels, and you know what we're getting. We're getting a Zubat. Which would be sick, I'm not going to lie, if we could get Crobat in this game. Which I don't think we can on these ports. So, yeah. I should have brought out Alvin. Doesn't really matter, though. Right, Brian. The repel's off. What is it going to be, chat? Not a Zubat, not a Zubat, not a Zubat. It's a Geodude, okay! Not too bad. Not the worst. I mean, it's not going to, like, stay with us for long, but it gives us something different. Thing is, I think Golem's a trade evolution, innit? Which basically means we won't be able to get it all the way up to the top. Crobat, yeah, but Crobat, you need the national dex. That's the problem on Leafgreen. Yeah, it's a traded evolution, which means we can get a Graveler, which will help for a little while. But then again, I don't know whether I just focus on Monica, depending on the nature of the Geodude. We'll have to have a look at it. There it is. What shall we call this Geodude, chat? It's a Geodude male, found in the fields and the mountains. Mistaking them for boulders, people often step or trip on them. I would, but there's no online trades, and most of the people I know in the area haven't bought these ports because they use ROMs. So, I'm in trouble. Because there's no online trades. Like, most of them are like, oh, why would I do that when I could just use ROMs? And I'm like, because it's childhood. Yeah, dude. Arm day. I was thinking something arm-wise. We're trying to be punny with the arms. I don't think... Can we fit Armadeus? Because that kind of fits. We can. We can as well. We can fit Amadeus. Because it's like Arm Day, isn't it? But a bit more subtle. That's the best named Geodude in the land, Amadeus. Amadeus, Amadeus. Right. He's in the box. We'll check him out later. Right, let's keep training up this little Poisson. Poisson Steve. He's actually rouge, not orange. Oh, yeah, so we get the Geodude here as well, when we didn't have to do all that. Okay. Rock beats all. Yeah, exactly. Paper, scissors, who dat? Right. Yes, I did, small boy. Please don't have a good team. Okay, that Rattata's not big enough to know Hyperfang yet. When they start getting to level 13, we're in trouble. You all wait until this fish grows. These Rattatas are hitting quite a bit, to be fair. Not ideal. Actually, no, I'll keep Ratricia in because with my HP as it is, I don't want to trust that it uses Gust a couple of times, so I'm just going to one-hit it. Losing stinks. Get good, small child. Oh, you're just a kid. Now I'm going to throw these animals at you and we're going to fight. You did. Oh, hang on. I've got that the wrong way around. I was like... I might still be right. No, I'm wrong. Got it the other way around. That was nearly a very big mistake. Nearly a very big mistake. I was like, hang on. Flying's strong against rock. Nope. Nope. Other way around. Brian. Annihilate, please. Yeah. It's like, oh, we'll just get the we'll soak the Onyx and somehow we'll use Thunderbolt and manage to beat it with electricity. Why did I say Onyx and then one appears? Steve? We're going to have to switch you out for Brian. I didn't mean to do that. I double tapped. God, if that had used like Constrict or Wrap or something on me, I'd have been very, very worried. Like Bind. Yeah, there you go, the Bind. If he'd have done that on Steve, we'd have been in a world of trouble. She's just Thunderbolt on everything. It's the way to get through a Nuzlocke. Brian is level 18. They grow up so fast. I'm going to risk this, because we're like 7 levels ahead. Yeah. Worthy risk. Attack now, Ratricia, please. We are heading back to the Pokemon Center, and then we're just going to do the Mount Moon grind. Well, at least electricity's power was weakened, Geodude. Didn't mean to use that. Meant to use Whip. Vine Whip. Whip the vines. I mean, Brian should steamroll Misty's gym as well, but it's a case of like, if I don't do a little bit of grinding in Mount Moon, we're going to be in a world of trouble when we face the rival or anything. I didn't mean to switch to Brian either. I'm having a mare. Chat. I'm having a mare. We'll just tackle him. He'll be fine. We'll be fine. Steve is level 9. Only many levels to go before we can use him. Can you imagine? Yeah, if it used Hurricane. All of a sudden, it's like them ROMs where they learn them. To be fair, Pokemon does that in the real games where you're like, you shouldn't be able to know that move yet, and then it just wrecks you. Okay, Bullet Seed. Don't know what bullet. I don't know if it's worth using Bullet Seed. What is your stat situation, Brian? So a spread like as in the new Pierce, the newer one in the later gens. I don't even know if there's more. Right, let's have a look at my TM case. We do have Rock Tomb as well, obviously. But it's bad. I don't know if it's worth getting rid of Tackle. Might as well. Trying to think who my favourites would be. That's a thought process, that. Sabrina's obviously cool. Probably a basic choice, though, let's be honest. I do like what they did with the gym battles in Sword and Shield, Scarvi. Like, it made them more of like a stadium event, which was a cool concept. That's a level 14 Clefairy. Use your brain. Because We don't really have anything. Metapods. We're just going to have to out-level it, I think. Don't do that. Really, seriously. No, seriously, don't do that. We're going to hyperfang you. Okay, that's good. That is good. No, Patricia, because now it's going to use Sing. It missed as well, okay. Well, Iris, would you give up forever? I think it probably is Sabrina, you know. She's cool. If you're not set up for her fights as well, she can be really quite annoying. Level 15 for Alvin. In terms of like the more modern sort of battles, I like Legend ZA. It's not gym leaders, but I think Canari's actually good. I think Canari's what Iono should have been. I didn't like Iono that much. Oh, I've done it again! Why do I keep thinking? That's sad, I'll just run. Keep thinking that it's the other way round on the weakness there. Right. Moving over here. Hyperfang, Patricia. Wonderful. I can make sure everybody's level 10 by the time we're progressing through Mount Moon. I won't be happy with it, but the stragglers will be able to sort out. Because there is also a chance that, like, Like, Butterfree's useful for a little while, but it's just like Steve that we're probably going to focus on. I'm probably not going to use Butterfree that much. Like, you never know. Butterfrees have served me very well in the past. And also, it's a case of the Primate. Just because the attack stat is the one that's nerfed by the nature of the Mankey. It's not ideal, really. But Raticate I might keep around a little bit. Like, Ratricia has potential. Because Hyperfang is very useful, especially in, like, the first half of the game. Ratricia might be one that we just keep on the subs bench, that if we have any deaths, she's around and ready to step in with Hyperfang. That's the thing, Sans. Like, back with these sort of Nuzlocks, you never know. If you get into the wrong battle and all of a sudden you can't switch it out, it's dead, basically. It's about patience if you're going to get a Magikarp to level 20 in a Nuzlocke. But Gyarados are very useful. Especially if we aren't lucky enough to get a Starmie, which is what I want my go-to ice type to be. Water, ice, well, you know, whatever. Water type, it would be Starmie. So I can teach it things like Ice Beam. Why have I... My brain's actually gone to soup. Alvin. It's alright, everyone gets some XP. You get some XP, and you get some XP. All while this little one is putting its defense up to a point it's going to be annoying to take down. Yeah, I unfortunately haven't got an adamant. I think it... What did we find out? It was hasty. Should we get a level in Abandoned up, though, because Abandoned will actually be useful against the Water Gym. Got the rival fight coming up in Cerulean City as well. We've got to be ready for. Oh. That rival fight as well, we would not be ready for it anytime soon. Is it after the gym, though, it counts? Or is it just when you try and go up on the bridge? Because he's got, like, Pidgeotto. So we've obviously battled his Pidgey. It's always good to get a rare candy. Especially when you're trying to train up a Gyarados. Ah, Magnemite. Cool. Don't confuse me, Magnemite. You are no longer cool. Yeah, he's at the bridge, but I can't remember if it's before or after you take the gym, or it doesn't matter. I just remember it can be annoying if you're unprepared. Ryan, please be careful. There we go. Right, abandoned is level 10. Oh, hang on. That's not going to self-destruct, is it? Chat. It doesn't learn it till 27, I think. I think it shouldn't cheat, surely, chat, right? Surely. That was danger, that. Butterfree. Time for a Butterfree. I do like a Butterfree, you know. They are cool. We have got abandoned becoming a Butterfree. This is when Ash abandoned him. Confusion, so decent. Decent move. Bye-bye, Butterfree. Soon you will be replaced, but you will be usable for quite a while, to be fair. If we didn't have Brian, then Butterfree would be more of a genuine consideration for a permanent member of the team. But we've got Brian. We don't need like a sleep and a poisoner. If anything, Butterfree could be... If the starters weren't OP, Butterfree knowing confusion and stuff would be actually very useful, very balanced team member, but we don't need it. Yeah, being able to paralyze them. Yeah, that's true. Stun Spore. Hello. Going on a jog in the cave. Seems right. Oddish! I do like a Vileplume. I think I had a Vileplume on one of these games back in the day. that I used a lot. By the way, we're probably going to go for Jolteon when we get there. I know I'm jumping ahead a little bit, but I think it's probably the best fit. I would always use an Umbreon, because for the Elite Four Umbreon, especially on like Soul Silver, I used to love running Umbreon. But we can't do that. No, Butterfree is great. Genuinely, it can be a great party member, especially for a Nuzlocke. It's just given our Nuzlocke situations with Brian being our starter. Yeah, just we need that range of like that slot is either going to go to a fire type or a electric type, really, because Gyarados water replaced by Starmie maybe. Mankey will probably Rattata. So Ratricia will be our backup, but my plan is if we can catch the Snorlax. So OGs will remember Snorlax with Shadow Ball. That would be the dream for a Nuzlocke. If we can get that lucky, Snorlax with Shadow Ball, sick. I'm also not counting out a Lapras, but there's just lots of things to think about. Did we go down there? Don't crit me. Who do you think you are? It's literally just one Pokemon for route, mate, so I have to pick. If I'm going to do the fishing, I can't take the other. I am sticking by that Nuzlocke rule. Oh, Paris, cool. That was a bad idea. Unless, I don't know. How much is it weak? Because I'm doing, obviously, an items Nuzlocke. How weak source is it to do one fish in one thingy? Because, obviously, you can still... We've got the Magikarp, though, so we're probably going to do all right from the fishing situation. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. I've not done a retro Nuzlocke. My Nuzlockes have always been modern games, because as a kid, I just played these, and... As a teenager, I've just played these, and as an adult, I just played these. But the 3D era games, that's the ones I've done Nuzlocks on. So the answer is I don't know. I don't know. I'm conflicted. Don't do that. We need Ratricia to live. We need to get to level 20. No, I did not want you to miss that, actually. That's bad. I might run. Because now you've hit your... You've run out of Hyper Fangs, which is not ideal. really have anyone easily to switch into now because Monica was kind of dealing with it. Brian's not going to do much. We need Monica back. We need to get to the Pokemon Center. Not Monica. Oh, Moonstone. We need Patricia back for that Hyperfang, basically. Hyperfang is carrying Mount Moon. This is really lazy, but I'm going to use my Repel. Oh, I could use my Escape Rope, to be fair. That's an amateur move. You fish people. If you fish for people, it counts as a static. Like checking a tree. Yeah, maybe then. Maybe if people... If the main sort of Nuzlocke law is you're allowed to fish. What are you doing? Get back. Get out of the cave, James. Then maybe we do. That would make our chances of getting a Staryu a lot easier. A lot easier for a Nuzlocke. Which would then make a Starmie possible. Get it. Monica, you can actually fight these. Doug says, I've always considered it one encounter per area no matter what. That's how I've always done it on the 3D era games. So I feel like that's probably the way we'll go because it keeps it honest, doesn't it? Like, we're not going like the crazy route of, oh, you're not allowed to use items, etc. So it keeps that level of, oh, we could really end up in trouble if we don't get the right type, if we don't get the right types matchups. So I might just run through the Zubats at this minute because I don't really want to switch out for them. If we can train off Geodudes, it's really useful. But there's so many Zubats, 69% chance. Plus there's areas where you can only get fishing Pokemon, so you don't really need them. That is also true. It's just our need to get a Staryu. I don't know if it's worth using the Pallet Town encounter for Staryu. That's what my thought was. Go back to Pallet Town and fish with the Super Rod to get a Starmie for later in the game. It's just going to be another Zubat in again, isn't it? How many Zubats? What do people do when it comes to legendaries? Because technically a legendary is in its own little cave. Technically. I assume yeah. It's not though, is it? It's in like a cave. There is some legendaries that are in their own sort of area. Give me Geodudes. That's not a Geodude. Team Rocket Grunt there. At least you know boundaries. Little kids should not be interacting with grown-ups in caves. Well done, Team Rocket Grunt. You were the hero we needed before we knew. Right. There is a problem. What level is that Rattata? What level does it learn the move that absolutely wrecks? Oh, no. Send it to sleep. Yeah, I think following proper Nuzlocke rules, though, like legendaries... Again, legendaries can get easily hit. Like, easily. What level does Mankey evolve? 28? Jesus Christ. That's going to take a while. We'll use this XP for Steve because we need that Gyarados ASAP. Yeah, Sunny Days plus Solar Beam could be the absolute OP way around the Elite Four, but I am crapping myself. There's a chance we fail it before we get anywhere near the Elite Four, but I'm absolutely crapping myself for when we do get there. Because like these games didn't play. These older games did not play. Like even when you're not doing a Nuzlocke, unless you've EV trained and that, you're usually up for a battle. So I'll keep Monica here because Monica can get the Geodudes and get the XP from that, and then for the bigger battles we'll switch in Steve. Level 12 Paris is probably worth taking out, innit? Because level 12. That isn't ideal. Oh, it hits quite hard as well, and of course. Are we that unlucky? It's just, well, at least it's an idiot. Yeah, I think, didn't they remedy that with saying that, like, it's only in the certain areas, like they showed it in some form of the anime. I can't risk keeping Richard here, you know. We're going to have to bring Brian in. Because if the Paralyze happens again, that Scratch could take us out with a crit. I also feel we shouldn't really be able to get Paralyzed as the Bulbasaur line, but there we are. I know it's not very effective. We're just here to get the job done. Problem is, I don't think I've got any Paralyze. Oh, I've got like one, maybe. That was a troublesome Paris. You did. Give me levels, please. If we can keep running into Geodudes, it's going to be quite good for Monica, actually. Of course. Yeah, Black and White was like a proper reset. It was like meant to be going back to Gem. It was like, you know, okay, this, if we were ever to gonna just reboot Pokemon, this would be it. It felt like a proper restart for the series. I love Black and White. And then they did proper sequels for them as well, which is, to be fair, we've been lacking really since something like, that's Karate Chop for Monica. Since Legends EA brought it in, a bit more of a sequel. Just don't like the fact that they're at the level where they can Hyper Fang me at all. It just doesn't sit well with me. Oh, you! That's not ideal. Just need to not be confused and one hit it. Don't miss! I'm getting hurt by confusion 100% here. There you go. Suppy, suppy. There we go. Didn't take much, just needed to actually hit it. Oh no, I'm mad. Is this where Jesse and... There isn't Jesse and James in this, is there? That's in Pokemon Yellow. God, I'm so old. What have you got? Have you got stuff that's going to cause me problems? You probably have. I probably shouldn't have entered this. Grimer. Abandon might be a lower level, but we can super effective it. If it doesn't disable confusion. Which it probably is going to now. It's showing me it's got disabled. Disable even. It missed. Okay. Don't do it. This Grimer's not very good at hitting things. We'll take it. We will take it. Oh no. I swear to God, if you use self-destruct before I can get a Hyper Fang in, I'm going to cry. No! Oh, use tackle. You nearly had me with the last one, mate. Can you imagine if I'd have read it? Right. That was risky. Abandon's actually pretty good for this fight. We'll deal with the poison gas, that's fine. That's a good point. What do you do about the fossils in Nuzlocke? Because it's technically in Mount Moon. Does it count? I don't know. It possibly does, because... Interesting. I think we have to go Omanite. Because, yeah. Take the Helix. We don't need noodles. I know what, if you get a good Almond Star though, like, they can be really useful. Really useful. And Kabutops would be more of a physical attacker for us, so it's not necessarily a priority. We are freed from Mount Moon. Question is, because we obviously got the Magikarp, does that count as our Route 4 encounter? That's the question we must now ask ourselves. Because we bought the Magikarp. What we thinking, chat? I don't need it right now. I'll come back. There might not be any grass on Route 4. I might be certain there is. Good evening, Tash. You alright? How's work gone? Are we allowing ourselves an encounter here? Because it would be a Sandshrew. See, now I don't know what to do. Does Magikarp count as the encounter in a Nuzlocke? Because we bought it. I'm reading the rules now, and it says that many players allow it. Oh, that's good. That's good to hear. We're going to allow it. We're going to allow gift/purchase encounters. So we're going to get the Sandshrew. Yeah, it's not like a static. It's not like a fishing one. We'll go for it. We'll have the Sandshrew. Because we're not going to use it. But guys, you need to start thinking of a name for this female Sandshrew now. If I catch it. I'm paralyzed still. Just please put it to sleep. It's going to scratch my eyes out. Yay, we have a Sandshrew. Armadillo. That sounds like a Digimon. Sans. Just sound like a Digimon. Burrows deep underground in arid locations far from water. It only emerges to hunt for prey. Right. It's just a little guy. Always looks like it's going, excuse me? Excuse me? Female Sandshrew. It can curl up into a little ball. Do we call it Miley? After Miley Cyrus's wrecking ball of Sandshrew. It does curl up into a little ball a lot. Miley would fit. But that's a Digimon. This is Pocket Monsters. Miley's my shout for now. What are we thinking, chat? Because it came in like a little wrecking ball when it curls up. And it's a female Sandshrew, so we have to account for the names. Cannonbolt. These all sound like Digimon now. I don't want a Digimon team. We've got Steve. We've got Brian. Abandoned, admittedly. We've got Alvin and Monica and Trisha. Unless we've got a shrew pun or a sand pun. I like puns. Because the only lame one I can think of is Sandy from Greece. Sandy. Cannonball Ben 10. I never watched Ben 10, believe it or not. Believe it or not, as a child, Ben 10 wasn't on my radar. I don't know. It's an important. We're not going to use it anyway. I'm just going Miley. We're not going to use Sandshrew. But if we do, Miley Cyrus comes out of hiding. What have we got to train with here? Oh, not Spearows. Sandy Cheeks. Oh, we could have done that. I'd have done that. Goddamn stream lag. Right. Yes, I would like you to heal my Pokemon. They're very tired. It's been a journey. But I don't have any friends, lady. Who wouldn't want to boast about the Pokemon? Yes, I have heard of Bill. Didn't he create Windows? Let's buy a bike for $1 million. I've been there, Tash. It's like, but you've got no choice, I'm afraid. I should probably eat food at some point. I have got work tomorrow, but it's like later in the day. So I thought I'd get a little bit of the life of Brian in. I know, it's proper bait, innit? But they only let you have a certain amount. Might as well start getting quite a bit of these supplies in for our Pokemons. Yes, but you'll feel so much better when you're back in the north. Yeah, but we can't do that, can we? Because all the Pokemon would die. Sans. we can't take advantage of that on a Nuzlocke. Oh, yeah, I'm a sacrifice. Because my trainer wanted nuggets. Nuggets. No. Just being in the north in general. Like, the northeast is like a different North, Tash. To be honest, I'm starting to miss home. I'm missing, like, more Yorkshire way. I like the northeast, don't get me wrong, but... I'm only lying because I don't have a berry. I do like berries. It's everyone in your box. However, like, we'd have to give a load of sacrifices. It's not worth it for nuggets. Because we might need those sacrifices. Say we run into danger. We might be in trouble and need those sacrifices for sacrificing. True. We have one of those friends. Spearows are slightly annoying. We should actually be able to steamroll Cerulean City Gym with Brian. We could. I'm tempted now to do a little bit of advanced XP sharing and go into the gym and defeat like the first trainer. But use Steve as the main and switch him out just to speed up that grind a little bit. Try it. If they remake Pokemon Yellow, I've always waited for, like, well, obviously you got Let's Go, which was easier, but, like, they never made a Sprite remake of Pokemon Yellow, which would have probably made sense. They want to make Red and Blue, so they obviously made Leaf Green and Fire Red, because we never had Green here. But they could have made Yellow. Yeah, so obviously the levels are a lot higher in here. But we do have super effective moves. And surely that Shelter doesn't know Ice Beam at level 16, right? Right? Oh, God! Brian? 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 See you later, Sans, mate. I'm not going to be too much longer tonight, to be fair. I'm probably going to defeat Misty and then call it a night. Brian did it! That Icicle Spear had me worried for a second, I'm not going to lie. Right. We probably need a little bit more in the way of the grind. Yeah, we kind of do, yeah. Because we need a counter for... We actually probably need to get Retrisha as high as Brian. Sod Steve for a minute, because... We're going to have to take on the rival after Cerulean City. Which will be a pain. Got a crit, very nice. Don't like the accuracy rate on Hyperfang, I'm not going to lie. Do that again. Oh, yes, a flinch. Sick. Heal me, please. Yeah, if we can get, like, Rattata to sort of levels where we're looking at it becoming Eradicate. Because it turns into Raticate at level 20. So there's potential there. Jesus, I just got a crit on. I mean, it got a crit on me. Not ideal. Might do a Monday afternoon stream of this next week. Get some time in on Monday, maybe. Might only be a couple of hours, but a couple of hours gets us moving. Like we're kind of like at the easy part of this Nuzlocke with Bulbasaur as our starter, but we're soon as we go past this gym, we're in big danger. Is that shiny? No, I thought it was shiny. I thought it was shiny for a second with the... I'd have been sick. No. Not a crit to 4 HP. Dear God. Those Spearows, man, can be dangerous. I've been messing with these Spearows now. They're getting. I was taking them down in 2 hits with the tackles, but we're We're hyperfanging and we're not playing. Yeah, I reckon we can get Ratricia into a Raticate here. And then I'll feel a bit more comfortable about the battle against Ralph. This one's level 12. Such a variety of levels of these Sandshrews here. Hi, Basilio. You okay, mate? Just save that in case my cat decides to knock my Switch off the side. Right, we'll take a Pokemon Center detour now, but I reckon level 20 is next 5 minutes for Ratricia. Which means Raticate. Which is very good. Why would you hope to see me again? Why would you wish that upon my small creature's joy? So many Spearows, man. Yet another Sandshrew. I am quite glad we got a Sandshrew on this route, though. It gives us options, should we need to use it as a Sandslash, if we have a death. Or if our options are just really bad come later in the game. we go. Level 19, 1 level off Raticate now for Atricia. No, Basilio. They're Pokemon. You don't need to try and attack them. Basilio, please. Please get away from the television. Please. Right. Level 20 is in sight. Soon we will face Misty. Soon. We will have Eradicate. I mean, Alvin must be close to Pidgeotto. 18 level. So, level 18. I always think it's 16 or 18 for the bird. Ratata. Nearly there, halfway through level 19. God, I didn't even move. I moved my body and there was a small rat there. I'm on the 210, Tash. I've got 9/7s next week, though, so I'm off Monday, Tuesday, and then I'm literally 9/7 on... I think originally it was obviously supposed to be for a release next weekend, but I'm not sure what's going to happen, so we'll find out. But I am on the 9/7s from Wednesday onwards, but I'm off Monday, Tuesday, so I've got to go and teach a bit, do some vocal coaching on Monday. But then I might try and find a bit of time in the afternoon to pop on the stream. This stream. I want to do this more. I want to kind of have the community vibe that I've got on my football channel that obviously I've created on with work basically as well, but I want to kind of like, I'd like to have it here as well. It'd be nice. This is my sort of zone. This is my sort of comfort space, so it'd be nice. Right. Patricia, you're nearly at level 20. You can do it. No, that'd be good, Sash. Focus energy would be very useful for crits. We don't really need Tail Whip, so yes. Crits and Hyperfang could be very fun. Here we go. Ratricia is evolving. Yay! We have a small, big rat. God, I forgot how ugly the sprite was. Poor thing. Poor little thing. Question is, where is the sprite for little rat? There we go. We can update. No, actually, I'll get rid of that. Because of the evolution. And we can replace with big Ratricia. Yay. This one moves. We'll take Scary Face. Scary Face is very useful. To reduce speed if we want to outspeed things, get rid of Tackle for now. Right, where are we at with... We can probably get Alvin to Pidgeotto. I may have spoke too soon. Don't use Defense Girl. It's quite annoying. I mean, Tackle still is the way to go, just for the physical damage at this level. Oh, don't crit me! Christ. Yeah, we can get Alvin level. He's leveling up quite fast, to be fair. Just run it back to the Pokemon Center because we'll need to get Retrisha in a position as well to be able to come in if we end up in anything that's a little bit too tricky. Yeah, it's not necessarily like Starmie could be a problem with Misty. I'm not going to lie. If the Starmie's got ice attacks, which I assume it probably has in Leafgreen, then that's where we're probably going to be in a little bit of danger if we're not careful. But I'm not like overly concerned other than that. It's just the train. It's just the rival after it. The rival's got, like, quite a few Pokemon. Yeah, decent levels as well. I mean, I reckon our Retrisha would be able to annihilate his Charmander if it hasn't evolved into a Charmeleon yet. There's a lot of ifs in this, though. Ifs. We might not get wrecked if this happens. Sit down, Mankey. Why can't more of you spawn in this area? They're so easy for me to level up Alvin against. Didn't like that. Didn't like that. Right. Yeah, I'm going to run and heal this now, because the thing is, if it pecks and gets a crit, loves getting a crit, does that Spearow. Quick attack me, you little sod. Goodbye. Spearow. Give me more Mankeys to crush. That's another Spearow. You want listening game? God, the Mankey spawn percentage must be terrible on this route. The fact that you hardly ever see them compared to everything else. Chinese was banging. Well, we went out for burgers at dinner with at lunch with my friend from back home. He's up with his fiance. So I'm already kind of like, I've had like a burger and fries for my lunch. So I'm just having a little bit of leftover Chinese. Maybe a sneaky bit of cheese on toast. We'll see. I don't have much left over. I've got like a little bit of the crispy beef left. So I don't usually eat this late, but we had such a late lunch that let's have a little bit. What about you, Tash? You on the 7s at the minute? Or the 8s? And then what you have, do you eat when you get back? Or I must say, that must be a nightmare trying to actually eat when you're on shift like that. Cod nuggets and potato bites. So basically, a variant of fish and chips, Tash. Really, think about it. Tell you what, Tash, I found some Astro Radiance out in the wild today. I'm doing a little. It's just the one packet. 3 episodes of it's just the one packet actually with it. But I found the Sylveon and Eevee triple blisters in the wild from a Sword and Shield set for retail. How mad's that? Which is also kind of like crazy because I used to do this sort of stuff all the time. Yeah, all the time. I've got my luck before I worked for Total. My luck at going around shops was so much better. Like now, I hardly get anything because obviously I think, oh, maybe I'll get it there, but I actually get less. I didn't even clear them out. I could have cleared them out. They had an entire case of triple blisters. I bought 3. I bought 2 for the sealed and 1 for the series. Because there was an Eevee swirl. So I've got the Eevee swirl in the sealed. Right, that should be a Pidgeotto. You can do it, Pidgeotto. Let's try and find you a nice image They always want to skip Pidgeotto and just go up to Pidgeot. Can you give me like a nice sprite? Nice sprite, please. Pidgeotto? Anyone? Anywhere? That's Pidgeot again. No Pidgeotto love out here. Yeah, that's one. The thing is, though, that's going to have a background. I can tell that's going to have a background, and that's going to annoy me. Yep, can't have that. It's got a background, and I'm not keying it. That's too high-tech for this stream. This is my scuffed stream. So we're just going to use a static Pidgeotto, I'm afraid. Does not like the Pidgeline, this. Whatsoever. Find a cool one, though. No, I don't want to remove my face cam, wait. Right. Pidgeotto joins the party. Hey, GNX, I'm alright. How are you, mate? I don't think I've chatted to you in a while. Nice one, Tash. Yeah, I was going through some of my UPC storage. I found my... found what I had from Crown Zenith. I found my gold Giratina. I was like, I knew I had something big from Zenith. And that was in there. So that was pretty cool. I think we take on Misty. I think we're ready. We'll chuck Le Poisson Steve. Yeah, no, that's fair, mate. I'm just doing this gym leader and then I'm calling it a night tonight. But we will be on this channel a little bit more, mate, as well, if you want to pop by for the streams. Obviously, it's smaller than the football one, but we'll be using it a little bit more, so... Right. Let's go take on Misty. Try and get some... actually, no, before we do Misty, there's the second gym trainer in here, which will be good for getting levels on Steve. I appreciate GLX. It's the one of the things about the bloody algorithm. You've got to just have... It's really quite brutal on the back end because it's like, oh, how many swiped away and how many watched for more than like 10 seconds? And it's like, right, cool. Cool. We'll have to see, Tash. We'll have to see. It'll be fun. I'll check it when I get in. Right. Goldeen. Let's... Jesus, it's level 19. Okay. That's what level Brian is. It's okay, because Brian is strong. Brian is mighty. You can do it, Brian. Come on, Brian. Fine whip, Brian. Don't we... Yes, because we were using fire, Goldeen. Don't do that either. Jesus Christ, that was quite... not ideal. I don't... Is it worth getting another level? Yeah, no, that's exactly it, GNX, and it tells you, like... It actually says in the algorithm it won't push you if a certain amount in certain areas if you have sort of a retention or whatever. So I'm like, well, I'll do what I've always done. I'll try and make quality over quantity. It is just disheartening, obviously. I won't let it dishearten me, but when you see the AI bloody videos with millions of views of just some AI voice talking over somebody's stolen clip, and they're making absolute bank off it. But I'm not going to moan about it. I'm just going to do something about it and try and launch the second channel properly. Why not? Right, this is potentially a bad idea. Yeah, I quite like short form content, but for high quality short form content, it's just like my shorts do quite well, but for a small channel like this, like comparable to the subs and stuff. But I just think like the views on long form content would be so much more beneficial, and they are for watch hours specifically. Until you get this channel monetized, anyway, because then you start getting into the algorithm a lot more because you make YouTube money. Send it to sleep. It's just going to keep using Harden, isn't it, this little one? This little annoying starfish. It's just a baby, though. It's just a baby starfish that we're going to batter into oblivion. That's cheating, Misty. Do I seed it? I'll make it sleep. Oh! Go to sleep. It's just a baby! Now it's not. But it doesn't have legs yet. It's still at a point where it doesn't have legs. One day it will have legs. But not for many generations. It went for generations without legs. Right. Stay asleep. I don't want you using Icicle Spear or whatever to annihilate me. Thank you. You're going to use a super potion, aren't you, Misty? Oh, hang on. Yes, that's why you leech seed it. That is why you leech seed it. Go on, Brian. Level 20 for Brian. The legs. It defeated you, Misty, because your Starmie doesn't have legs. You need to get a Starmie with legs, Misty. But thank you very much for the Cascade badge. I appreciate it. And a Water Pulse. Wonderful. Right, chat. We'll call it there. You have to use high level IQ Muse GNX on the Nuzlocke, otherwise you get punished for it. Right. I'm working tomorrow, but I'll try and get a couple of hours, maybe on Monday afternoon either. So if you're watching it on the demand, obviously I'll leave all the streams up so you can watch them back. If you just want the background noise, I know videos like this could be good for that. So about sometime in the afternoon, I'll try and stream for a couple of hours. We'll do the rival fight. We'll head up the bridge, find Bill, all that fun stuff. But yeah, guys, thank you for being with me, especially when, you know, on a lot of these small streams, I'm going to be monologuing to myself or talking to a couple of you, and I expect that for a very, 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 very long time. But you've shared in your brother's Discord. There you go. I appreciate it, Tasha. Any little things you can do, guys, to do it, like whatever you can do, is massive for me. So I appreciate it. But yeah, I'll possibly see you on the work stream tomorrow, Tash, but I will be back on this channel. Well, actually, I might have a video on this channel tomorrow. I don't know if I can get it out in time. I'll see. But I will have a stream on Monday, and we'll do a bit on Tuesday as well. Why not? But thank you, guys. Have a lovely rest of your night, and I will see you in the next couple of days. Bye, guys.